Ambassador Bhashpati Mukherjee, former diplomat, is joining us live. Rashmi Samant, human rights activist, is also with us on the broadcast. Sharat Kohli, senior economist, joins us live. Major Mohammed Ali Shah, defense expert, is also with us live. Major Mohammed Ali Shah, let me draw you in here as well on, on what you make of this ceremony, its costs, and also how it comes at a time, obviously, of doom and gloom and no recovery in sight immediately for the UK economy.
Uday, like Dr. Sharat Kohli said earlier, with all due respect to the royalty, to other nations, to whatever customs tradition they would be having, I don't mean to demean anyone, but at a time when there's a war going on, there are people suffering around the world, the economy is down, and UK, the economy, we all know what's happening. Then 900, for people to understand, I'm not talking in terms of pound or dollars, 900 crore rupees, for example, equivalent. Are they kidding? That royal misuse of people's money. It's a taxpayers ultimately who will bear the brunt. It goes from their money. Now that would have been more magnanimous on the king's part had he said, okay, I know the economy right now and we will not have any coronation. We'll have a normal ceremony and that's about it. That is all that is required. In today's day and age, I know people, I know couples who are getting married, but can you believe it, Uday? They are saying, no, we don't want celebration. We just want to sign a document. We want to sign that and that's finished. There are people who are not because of cost cutting because they can afford it, but because that is the way how it is. The norm has, now we are actually regressing. Not we, I mean they, the UK, the royalty over there. Okay, I'll give you an example. It's very interesting. Recently, very recently, I was in conversation. I heard conversation of my teenage nephew and niece. They were speaking and they're talking about their friends. So they were saying, what is the cutoff deadline of your mother has kept for you after you return back from a party? So the boy says, oh, I can be home back by 8 a.m. in the morning after partying all night on Saturday night. And the girl, oh, since she's a girl, the mother is very protective, right? So her deadline is by 6 a.m. beta, she has to be back. Why keep a deadline of 6 a.m.? Similarly, since King Charles says, okay, we will cut the cost, not what Queen Elizabeth II had in 1953 when we will cut the cost much more. But still look at it, it's a ridiculous cost. Now the King and Queen with the concert will leave Buckingham Palace in the Diamond Jubilee State coach. That again is expensive. The posters are expensive. The security, the cuisine, the decorations. I mean, and they will depart in the King Charles III and the Queen Camilla. They will
right, let me leave the closing comment now to Major Mohammed Ali Shah before I get a last word from Ambassador Mukherjee as well. Yes, Major Shah.
I'll ask 5 questions and I'll give the answers also myself because though I would know, because we don't have the option of asking too many audience over here. It's not a theatre, right? So now in a jungle, who is the fastest animal? A cheetah, the tallest animal, a giraffe. The largest animal would probably be an elephant. The most clever animal would be a fox. But yet none of them are the kings or the queens of the forest. Why? The lion is the king and lion doesn't possess any of these qualities. It's neither fastest nor the most clever one because it feels like a king. So if you feel like a king, you are. And King Charles, in fact, he is, as Rashmi Samant and Dr. Sharat Kohli said earlier, even the master said earlier, it's a ceremonial appointment. He should feel that way. It would have been his magnanimity completely saying that, okay, I am setting an example. We know the economy is down. We will do it in this way today, from now onwards. It would be a tradition set and the world would remember him. But now I am sorry to say, I don't mean to make fun or demean, but he's become a laughing stock. The whole world is laughing at him. The whole world is saying, so a celebration which should have been a grand celebration, which people should have rejoiced and they would have clapped and they would have felt good because he's waited fair enough. He's waited very long enough to be a king. But then just to satisfy his ego, now again the comparison that I made earlier with the party was, deadline rakho hi mat. That's what I meant. Similarly, now he wants a smaller and a cheaper celebration this time when compared to his mother's in 1953, which meant the entire 1.3 mile, that's 2.1 kilometer procession, that it would be cut short. In fact, the whole thing, right from taking into Haymarket, Piccadilly, Hyde Park, Corner, Oxford Street, East Carriage, Drive in Hyde Park, all that, in fact, every single, he meant, let's cut corners. Is 900 crore rupees cutting corners? It's a simple question and it's very, very logical that when the economy is down, you want to celebrate. Like, घर में नहीं है दाने, लेकिन अम्मा को इतनी बुनाने. There's something like that, which goes in for Pakistan often on some Hindi channels. When I said they talk this, they give this quote, घर में नहीं थे दाने, अम्मा चली बुनाने. So similarly, it is all about the projection and the posturing that they are doing. वो ताज पहन रखा है, but ultimately, what use of is it? What use of it is it?
Okay.
In fact, yes, Uday.
Okay.